New from Radiance, number 103 in the Radiance range, is Girl with a Suitcase from director Valerio Zerlini, a director I have never heard of before, but after seeing this movie, I'm really interested in what else they have in their filmography. This is a kind of interesting film where you have an absolutely captivating lead performance by Claudia Cardinale as Ada, a young woman who at the start seems to be travelling with her boyfriend, but he looks to be getting rid of her at the first chance he gets, which just happens to be at a garage, abandoning this young woman and just running away.
Ricordato che devo fare una cosa molto urgente. Anzi, mi faccia un piacere. Quando torna quella signorina, le dica se può aspettarmi al bar.
Va bene.
E le dia per favore questa valigia. Tenga.
No, grazie.
And this leads us to meet our second main character, Lorenzo, a young man who just happens to be the brother of the man who's just dumped Ada. And as Ada comes looking for that man, it turns out that the brother had his name. He was never truthfully honest with this woman, and thus begins a horrible story of a woman who seems to be wanted, chased after, and abandoned a lot by every character in the film. She is a woman who is used and taken and abandoned at whim by the men in her life, every man. And it's at the start you meet this character, and she is so hell-bent on getting answers as to why this man picked her up, took her away from her life, and then just completely abandoned her.
Si figuri, ma dove va quello lì? Sì, sta fresco. Sì, perché a me, guardi che non mi ha mai donato nessuno, sa.
And Lorenzo, a young man who's studying at home, living with his aunt, is taken in when his brother says, just get rid of her somehow, and starts to attach himself to this woman, finding out what happened to her, feeling responsible for his brother's actions, wanting to make amends for the way that he has treated this woman. It's a wonderful kind of setup and leads to a somewhat romance. You always get the feel that Ada is a woman who is perpetually struggling, who's always looking to try and find a route, make a home, get things sorted, but men pop into her world and just try to pluck her out, take her somewhere else, use her, discarding her, and she is just struggling to make ends meet and get by.
Siccome che devo fermarmi ancora qualche giorno, perché finché non lo trovo non mi do pace, volevo avere un margine di sicurezza, non so, 5.000.
And it's a phenomenal performance from Cardinale, who I think is just absolutely wonderful. I've seen her in many films, but I think here she's really given a chance to shine. She looks fantastic. She has a kind of innocence and naivety within the eyes, but you feel as if it's hiding something that's a lot more intuitive with the world around her. I love the performance from Jacques Perrin as Lorenzo. I think his wide-eyed innocence, his first love, the kind of infatuation that he sees with this woman, and the emotions that come with it, they kind of mixed with the responsibility. His brother has done something wrong. We don't really know what that is at the start. It could be something grander, could be something smaller, but he has done something horrific, and Lorenzo is just trying to make amends for that.
Era molto tempo che lo conoscevi?
Marchiori, 15 giorni.
Black and white photography is absolutely stunning, whether it be around these large kind of mansion, whether it's at the beach, whether it is with these characters just travelling on a train platform, or hanging out in a hotel room, or in a kind of deserted bar. It's just beautiful. It feels like a really lived in world, and the black and white photography just shines when you're watching this kind of movie. I mean, it's all anchored by these performances at the heart of it. For the most part, it's Lorenzo and Ada, and a woman that should know better, who's always been taken advantage of. You're wondering if she is taking advantage of Lorenzo, if this is a role reversal, if she's finally just found a mark where she can go, you know what, I'm not the one that's being used and this time I'm the one that's taking advantage of this situation.
Nel caso in cui invece lei avesse agito per un interesse preciso,
it has moments where it's kind of funny. It has moments where it's endearing. It has moments where it's fueled by tension and anxiety within these romantic sequences. They never feel like a couple that should be together. There's too much distance between their lives and their age, and it just feels a little bit wrong. But there is this almost thriller-like element to these sequences that are a little bit off-putting at moments, but captivating as they play out in front of my eyes.
Bene. Bene, benissimo.
There is also a turn for Gian-Maria Volonté at one point, and I was so surprised to see him turn up, and I thought he was going to get a dialogue-free part at the start, but, you know, as Volonté, he's always excellent. Even in this small bit part he has here, he shines. But this is definitely the Cardinale and Perrin show here as they give two wonderful performances. Zerlini definitely knows how to tell a tale, frame a story, and make it look as gorgeous as possible as he does here. He definitely has an eye for Cardinale and makes her, you know, beautiful, makes her innocent, makes her damaged, makes her just wanting a home. He has a way of just bringing out this performance that is truly awe-inspiring. I really liked Girl with a Suitcase. It went in places I wasn't expecting. It took chances that I wasn't expecting it to take. There are some interesting moments that I really did enjoy. There's a kind of heart-to-heart with a priest later on that Ada has that I didn't see coming, and I found it to be enlightening, kind of exciting, and kind of sad at the same time. And that's this movie. It takes a bunch of emotions and kind of mixes them up in various scenes and really puts the viewers through the ringer as well as the characters. I really am interested in more for this director. After seeing this, I want more, and I'm hoping that Radiance will supply that demand. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for A Girl with a Suitcase. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have Piero Schivazappa. Assistant Director Piero Schivazappa discusses his experiences making Girl with a Suitcase and his relationship with Valerio Zerlini, produced by No Shame Films in 2006. And this runs at 19 minutes 52 seconds. And much like the other two archival extras that are included in this set, you've got a kind of wonderful conversation about how they really appreciate this film looking back on it. They know it was a kind of watershed film for them in their careers. They fondly look back at the film, and particularly Zerlini, who they all seem to love as well. Next we have Piero De Bernardi. Screenwriter Piero Bernardi discusses his relationship with Valerio Zerlini from their first encounter on a director's first film to Girl with a Suitcase, produced by No Shame Films in 2006, runs at 17 minutes and 7 seconds. Then we have Bruno Torri. Film critic Bruno Torri discusses Valerio Zerlini's cinema and his relationship to the filmmaking of the time, produced by No Shame Films in 2006, and it's 17 minutes 4 seconds. All three are great conversations and well worth your time. And then we have a visual essay by Kat Ellinger. In this visual essay, critic and filmmaker Kat Ellinger looks at Girl with a Suitcase, its position in Italian cinema history, and themes that play in the film, created exclusively for Radiance in January 2025. It runs at 40 minutes 22 seconds, and as you know, with the pedigree of Kat Ellinger, you're going to get something that is thought-provoking, fun, engaging, and gives you lots of new information to mull over. And it's much the same here as well. Also included in this set is a 36-page booklet. There are two essays in here: Valerio Zerlini's Cinema of Emotions and CC Goes West, an American reception of A Girl with a Suitcase. That's the extras for Girl with a Suitcase. There we have it. Girl with a Suitcase is out now. It is wonderful. It is highly effective, and Claudia Cardinale has never been better in my eyes. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film. If you've seen it, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle, or why you loved it, why you hated it. I want some reasons as well. We can have a little chit chat about this one. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, or links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.